You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again to another live stream. Sorry, today I was late. I apologize. Well, let's start. Okay, we have a lot to discuss today for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is actually doing something very not interesting, very concerning actually, I would say. Let me show you why. Okay, as usual, I'm going to start from the macro time frames to micro time frames. Okay, let's see the weekly chart. For first time, well, a long time actually. The last time when we saw this was here in July 21, when Bitcoin closed the public candle. In this case was a fake out, and you see a massive bear trap, right? And now we have Bitcoin closing the public candle below there, below the MA55 in weekly chart. So this is the reversal? Of course not. Of course not. I need to see Bitcoin dropping all the way down to $37,000, even lower. And yes, that is the drop I'm looking for weekly chart. And from there, we are going to see the bounce. And here guys, in this area, because it's weekly chart in a couple months, maybe 3 or 4 months, this is the big short I'm going to start looking for, or the next big short I am looking for Bitcoin. And after that, I'm expecting something like this. Just I am following my system, my way of trading, of course, right? I can be wrong, yes, of course. Now, why this is very concerning? It's very easy. Look at this. Bitcoin in May, how many times tested the MA55? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times tested the MA55, and just one time close below there. Just one time. Every time when Bitcoin was testing the MA55 since May, from May to July, we saw a bounce, right? But this time, just one time and 2 times, and after that, well, technically it's broken, right? So that means the momentum in weekly chart actually is not good. Yeah. Also with this trend system indicator, every time when you see the red area, that means there is a reversal in progress. Of course, Bitcoin can be just like ping pong here, but as long as closing, not closing above or below there, we will see something like sideways. Actually, I'm expecting to see something like this this year, the next 6 months. Maybe Bitcoin just testing the 36, even a bit lower, and doing something like 2018. Yeah, this price action, like something like this. Between the MA21, MA55, MA100, playing just in this range. This could be good, maybe yes. The problem is like this time is different. Why? Well, one of the most important things here is in 2018 we didn't have bearish divergences in squeeze. Yeah, so this was just a normal sell signal, and after that we saw the correction, and after that we saw bullish divergence in weekly chart, and after that we saw this massive round from $3,000 to $14,000, right? But this time is different. Why? This time we have, for first time, I mean, just following my system, of course, with other indicators, I'm pretty sure you can see the same thing. We have bear divergences in weekly chart and monthly chart as well. Please do your own technical analysis and use your charts, and just you can use RSI or other technical, and you will see in some indicators the same bear divergence in monthly. If you don't believe me, let me show you something. The RSI. This is the RSI, very traditional, and you can see here in monthly, in weekly chart we have bear, right? And bi-weekly we have the same bear divergences here. Let me delete this one. In the monthly, look at this. It's very nasty, and it's the first time in the history of Bitcoin, in more than 10 years of price action, we have this. The most concerning thing here is every time when you see Bitcoin losing this is the area of bulls. It's losing the previous high, the previous low, sorry, in July 2021. The slope is getting negative in MA, so that means the momentum is starting in monthly chart. So what does that mean? Well, the last time when we saw this, well, the negative slope was here in 2018, 17, and after 6 months, what happened? Bitcoin crashed very hard, okay? And this is the same price action I am looking for Bitcoin. Now, there is something you must understand, okay? Bitcoin is an uptrend, as I said before, and as I said many times, and I'm gonna repeat the same thing because you have no idea how many times I receive private message from people. They are asking me. Actually, yesterday I received around 25 messages from people even I don't know. I don't know who are they. From million token groups and this kind of. I am not there, but I don't know. Somehow they follow my technicals, and thank you for that. But the point is, as long Bitcoin is in uptrend here, in monthly basis, every drop doesn't matter how long it will take, maybe 6 months, 1 year. Believe me, is a buy. Okay, so as investor, this is the moment when you finally have opportunity to start thinking to invest on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. Not now, I mean, not today. No, it depends on your strategy, right? Many people they have different systems, and I really respect. But as I said before. I am not. Someone asked me, "Hey, are you buying right now Bitcoin?" Of course not. I am not buying. Technically speaking, I should buy here. Maybe yes, because maybe in 1 day chart we will see a bounce. But so that is trading. 1 day chart, you are buying in 1 day chart. You are not investing. You are trading, because 1 day chart is for 10 days maximum. Investing is for maybe 6 months or 1 year. Do you see the difference? It's a big difference, right? So. Of course, I am expecting $37,000. Yes, why? Because the MA21 is there, so it's very natural we will see a bounce there. Yes, but the problem is, historically speaking, MA21 in monthly chart is not good. Why? Well, every time Bitcoin tested here, as you can see here, after 3 or 4 months, well, you see what happened here, 3 or 4 months, and after that, what happened? So, I mean, if you see the price action is very rare. Actually, I cannot see other example where Bitcoin actually reverse the trend using the MA21. Every time is using the MA55, something like this. Every time. So MA55, sorry, in monthly chart is the area you must start looking for investments. Okay, I am not financial advisor. Just I'm sharing what my plan, my trading plan, my investment plan. Okay, investing plan. Okay, so if I see Bitcoin testing the MA55 around 24, even with a week, something like this, I don't care. I don't care if people will call Bitcoin is going to zero or whatever, right? Or this guy.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Because in that time, people will start saying that Bitcoin to zero. But you know what I'm going to do? Well, in my case, if I see Bitcoin from $20,000 to 10, I don't care the price, this is the area I'm going to start looking for as investor to keep holding, to start buying for holding Bitcoin. Of course, I can be wrong. Yes, of course, yes. But that is my trading plan in the long term. Now, what is that? Sorry, what is that? Sorry. So that is my trading plan for the long term, okay? Now, for trading is different, okay? Now, in monthly chart, we have the various variances in monthly. So, but as you can see here, Bitcoin has never been in a bear market using the RSI. As I told you, you don't know my rules for RSI. It's very simple. As long Bitcoin is above 50, level 50, it's uptrend. So as you can see here, Bitcoin has never been, just one time in 2018, a little bit lower. Actually, I would say it's a buy opportunity. But every time when Bitcoin is testing the 0.50, even a little bit lower here, this is the area you must start accumulate according to the price action, of course, the historical data. Yeah. So, and also, of course, the price action. If you see Bitcoin testing the MA55 or whatever, well, selling was around $68,000. If you want to sell, well, it's up to you. But no, I mean, if I am new in this market and I listen to this TikToker and YouTuber and I bought at $60,000, and I want to sell right now, well, it's up to you, but I will never sell. Why? Because in the long term, as long Bitcoin is in uptrend, you will recover your money. Yeah, you see the past. All the people who bought at $20,000, they had to wait three years, almost 2-3 years, but they recovered their money, and actually they are making money right now. All the people who bought in $14,000 and they got wrecked in $3,000, they are making even 2-3 times more, right? That money right now. So in the long term, if you bought at $60,000, maybe you have to wait maybe after 2-3 years, but you will recover your money as long this condition meets. What? Bitcoin is in monthly uptrend. Okay. We don't want to see a monthly bear market, because believe me, if we see a monthly bear market, it's because it's gonna destroy everything. Everything is gonna be destroyed. Honestly, I don't think so. Not now. Maybe in 5 years or maybe more after the last halving. Maybe. But just there are some things like we have to keep in mind. Okay, we have for first time in the history bear divergence in monthly chart, in weekly chart, and a squeeze, and also in 3-month chart we have this beautiful shooting star in 3 months. 3-month chart. So that means is a trend reversal in 3-month chart. So that means at least all this year I am not expecting a new high. This is, I mean, maybe I can, as I said, I can be wrong. Of course, yes. But I am just using my experience. I am sharing with you my experience in the markets. And every time when I see the shooting star in higher time frames, minimum weekly chart and monthly or even more, well, when you see this kind of candles in higher time frames, they are more powerful, more powerful. So I really respect when I see this shooting star in 3-month chart. Well, that means at least I'm expecting other tests to maybe $26,000, maybe 21 in 3-month chart. So that means in the next 6 months, 9 months, I'm expecting to see Bitcoin around this level. Now, historically speaking, just one time we had a test like the ME21 in 3 months at $4,000, and from there we saw this massive move, right? But as I said, keep in mind 3-month chart and also 6-month chart. We have this. Well, maybe it's not like very strong signal, but it's this like other shooting star. But it's not like I will not like. It's hard to say this honestly, because some traders actually I had a discussion with one of my friends. He's from UK. He has more than 10 years experience in the markets, and we were discussing about this candle, specifically this candle. From some traders, this other shooting star actually looks like that, yes, but you see Bitcoin did a new high actually. So technically speaking, maybe this is not very strong signal, but at least I am expecting if Bitcoin breaks in some point $29,000, $30,000. You will see other leg down in the 6 months. I mean, that means 1 year. Other leg down to 10,000 territory. Okay. I know if you are super bullish and you hear like, oh, Bitcoin will never see again this kind of prices in the history. Remember, Bitcoin is too young. It's just 10 years. Just 10 years. We don't know exactly what is going to happen. But never say never, because, well, people who bought in $20,000, they said we will never see again $3,000, and what happened? We saw $3,000 area 2 times in 2019 and 2020. Okay, so please never say never. Okay, so as I said, price action is the most, and as long Bitcoin in monthly chart is holding ME21 and ME55, I am bullish in monthly. Okay, this is just a correction. This is not a bear market in monthly basis. This is not a bear market in monthly basis. This is just a correction. Pay attention. Bounce, testing the ME55, of course, something like this. ME55 bouncing, ME55 bouncing, and now ME55, and what? The trend is your friend. Simple. You don't have to be expert trading. Just you follow a very simple system and you follow the rules. Maybe you will make it. And now, weekly chart. We repeat the same part, the same technicals. Perfect. Let's do it. Okay. Every time Bitcoin ME55. Let me see. In this case, actually, it was just ME21. as you can see here, MA21, 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 MA55 bouncing here. But the problem here is like, well, Bitcoin was reversing actually. The problem with MA55 in weekly chart, I don't see, in my back testing, I don't see a very good results, honestly, to be honest. That's why I use MA21, MA55, but honestly, in my personal way of trading, I use MA55. Why? Because in lower time frames, 1 day, 4 hour, 12 hour, I can see very good results. But for this asset specifically, just this time, as you can see, it was holding very good MA55. Now, let's talk about something else. People ask me, okay, when you are gonna see reversal in weekly chart or reversal? Well, it's easy. First of all, if you see OBB, because OBB actually for me is the most powerful indicator in my system. I don't use RSI. RSI is very powerful, but many fake signals. You can see bare divergences, but you don't know exactly when it's gonna start or it's gonna finish or is valid or invalid. It's so complicated sometimes. So, but OBB is very different. The time frame and the time is very different with OBB. Now, every time when you see this green cloud here, you have your bull runs for Bitcoin. Yeah. So here from $3,000, $4,000 to $14,000, and here from let me see, $5,000 to all the way to $51,000, because OBB is following the theory like the volume must follow the price. So I said a long time ago, if you are new in this live stream, because in May, Bitcoin lost the exponential moving average MA55 in OBB. This bounce, yeah, is not, the volume is not following this bounce. So that means there's a potential distribution pattern in the top. Maybe you're thinking Bitcoin is cheap, maybe, because, the YouTuber told you, but tell me, is this cheap? Is this cheap? Why? This is cheap, right? This is cheap and this is cheap. Why you are thinking here is cheap? So I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand how people are thinking, right? They didn't want to buy Bitcoin at $4,000, $5,000, but they want to buy Bitcoin at $45,000 or $50,000. Very interesting, right? But it's like that. Remember Million token? People were crazy buying that shit for $200, $150, and now it's like, what, 10? Of course, I am not comparing. Bitcoin is not the same, right? That is garbage. This is Bitcoin. But the point is, you want to buy as investor. I am sharing this with you guys because actually I had a discussion with some guys. They were asking me about this. It's like, why I don't want to buy Bitcoin right now. It's crashing. Yes, it's crashing. Yes, but for me, as investor, I don't have the signals. When I have the signals, I have the setup, I will start thinking to buy. What are my signals? First, squeeze momentum indicator. We have bearish divergence. I said that many times. Actually, I know. I said that many times. And also, we don't have the buy signal in squeeze. So this squeeze is maybe just 20 or 30%. I want to see something like this, something big, and the slope is getting almost positive, and also the ADX is getting negative. What does that mean? Well, the trend is your friend, and now the trend is to the downside in 1 day chart and other time frames, and the ADX is getting positive, as you can see here. You don't want to see the next close of this weekend. If you see the ADX getting positive like this, well, the hell is coming. Okay. The hell is coming, okay? Why? Because you don't want to see a ADX positive with downtrend, because that means we are going to have a very good rally to the downside. Yeah, do you get the point, right? Every time when you see the ADX the positive and uptrend, well, you have your massive runs. Why? Because the trend is your friend and the trend is getting momentum. When you see this ADX getting positive and you see, well, Bitcoin right now breaking the MA55, well, it's not going to stop there. It's going to lower, maybe 36. The first one, and the second one is going to be maybe 20, or even lower. So, but as I said, when I'm going to start buying Bitcoin is easy. I need to see the squeeze momentum indicator follow it around there, maybe 80-90% of this development. First, Second, I want to see the monthly chart touching, testing the zero line, something like this. All this, you don't know how to use, well, this is my way of trading, squeeze. This is the area of danger zone. I call this danger zone. What does that mean? Well, the dark blue, this, means range or falling. So that means I don't know if the price is gonna crash. But the only thing I know is we don't see, there is a very high probability we will not see a new high, and also we are gonna see maybe a crash or sideways. So as you can see here, a squeeze is very high here. So we need to wait maybe other 3, 4, 5 months around there. When I see the zero line touching here, I will start thinking, okay, this is the moment to start maybe buying Bitcoin. Why? Because we are gonna see something like this. And you see, you study. That's why the past is very good for study, not for trading. You can learn. Here, in the moment when it's zero line, Bitcoin is tested in it was tested in MA21 for a couple of months. But as you can see, the monitor was decreasing, right? So that means in the next 5-6 months, we will see potentially a buy signal in monthly. And in monthly is when you want to buy for holding maybe a couple years. Okay, remember, the time is very important. 1 day chart, according to my experience, is 10 days. 1 month chart, weekly chart is maybe between 3 and 6 months maximum. A monthly chart is years, maybe minimum 1 or 2 years. Okay, so when you have this buy signal here, around here, well, technically speaking, you have to wait 1, 2, 19, 20, 3 years, 3 years, and you sold around $52,000 following just this, the sell signal here. Okay, if you want to become investor, you have to be very patient. That is the point I'm trying to say. So I'm not going to start seriously investing in altcoins and Bitcoin and this kind of things. Maybe in some point in, I don't know, I need to see the speed of this. For now, actually I am thinking to work in the next version of this squeeze. I want to do something like this, the projection, because if I do something like this, now looks like it's gonna be in April, May. If I see this, of course, I am saying, okay, I'm gonna start thinking to buy. Why? Because I need to see the monitor doing something like this, getting in the negative territory here. And also the most important thing, Bitcoin must be in sideways, holding a range. Okay. Now, this live stream is gonna be a little more like for teaching class. I'm sorry, but many questions people were asking me many times. Okay, what is the difference with the distribution and consolidation? It's very easy. The markets has 3 phases. Is distribution, consolidation, and trends. Uptrend or downtrend. For example, if we see the weekly chart here, let me show you the daily chart because it's better with daily. Okay, here, in this area. Now, following my system, of course, as I said, I respect other systems. Is the only way I can change the trend of one asset is because I need to see Bitcoin, in this case, dropping so hard and breaking the MA55. It's the only way I will change the trend in 1 day chart. And as you can see here, as long in this case Bitcoin is below the MA55, well, every time when it's bouncing, it's gonna be rejected around 21 or 55. That is my system. Okay, and so every time when I see this, I'm not going to take any long positions. So every bounce is a short, bounce short, bounce short. But pay attention here. Here this is a range, right? After maybe a couple months. So here is when you have to see the bigger time frames. Okay, if you see Bitcoin is holding $30,000, why? Why Bitcoin is holding $30,000? Well, now you can use a bigger time frames to know exactly what is happening. For example, if we compare, here is the 1 day chart and here is the weekly chart. What is happening? It's because in weekly chart, Bitcoin, every time when it's testing the $30,000 is the MA55. So because the trend is my friend and I see 2 months of consolidation, and also I see the bi-weekly buy signal, and also I can see in 1 day chart bullish divergences in 1 day time frame. Well, the trend is your friend. So this is a buy. You see? This is a very short example how I trade. Of course, it sounds very easy, but actually it's not easy. So you have to practice. Okay. Now, very good example here how to see a bear trap here. You see, Bitcoin dropped the MA55, but it was in sideways, as you can see here. It was in sideways. Technically speaking, should I change the trend? Of course not. Why? Because Bitcoin actually is not dropping. It's just consolidating below the MA55. So that's why the possibilities to see in the next buy signal, in a squeeze or bear or bullish divergences or something like that, we will see a potential bear trap. But here is totally different. Now Bitcoin, it was in sideways for 1 month here. And I said long time ago, hey, my speculation is always going to be the same. Test MA55 to keep dropping, keep falling. It always is going to be the same. Why? Because after the back testing, every time when you see this pattern, well, you will see mostly all the time the same results. For example, here, MA55, drop. Every time when you see, in the same thing for uptrend, every time when you see testing the MA55, up, up, up. You see? So this is the way how I am trading, and this is, you can apply this in any time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, 1 day, weekly chart, whatever. So now, what is my expectation for Bitcoin right now? Well, it's simple. As long the ADX is positive, so that means the momentum for bears is strong, I cannot take any long position here. I mean, trading. If you want to invest, maybe yes, makes sense because this is the previous low. Yes, you can do it if you want. It's up to you. But as long as I have this, I will not open a long position or swing long position. In the moment when I see the negative slope here, look, pay attention what happens every time when you see the negative slope for ADX. You see, for example, in this example, negative slope buy signal, bullish divergence in 1 day chart, well, uptrend, right? Here, negative slope, sometimes it's not good. But let me show you, for example, here. This is the bounce, okay? So this is the bounce I am looking for right now. And maybe this week, if Bitcoin is closing about $42,000, 42. Now, because now the ADX is positive, and I am expecting Bitcoin is gonna be in positive slope maybe other 2 or 3 days, I am not looking for longs right now. I'm not looking for shorts as well, because this is the other area for shorts. And also in 4 hour chart, as you can see here, the ADX is getting negative, actually is here. Getting negative, we have the buy signal or bounce. So the maximum, if I have to trade this, I'm not going to trade this, but if I have to trade this, I'm going to just speculate always the MA55 to what? Keep falling. That is going to be my technique, is my technicals. And also the 5-day chart, as you can see here, tested the MA100. But the problem is, again, the ADX in 5-day chart is getting positive. Is positive. You don't want to see something like this. Why? Because that means this momentum, this drop is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So be careful with this, okay? Because if you are thinking this is the bottom, maybe yes, but we have to wait maybe 1 month, couple of weeks here, and after that we will see this bounce. And not just this bounce, Bitcoin must break this one, hold the MA55 and fight the chart around $46,000, $47,000, and from there, yeah, maybe to the moon. You are bullish. Come back to Discord. There is no, no, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, but no, I mean, I don't follow that coin anymore, so. No, but you are welcome. If you wanna join to my Discord, you are welcome. Okay, so in the short term, maybe in the next 2-3 days, as long Bitcoin is holding this area, $40,000, and the slope is negative, is getting negative for Bitcoin, I am speculating a bounce to maybe $44,000, 45 around this area, maximum level around 46. If that happen, to keep falling. Simple. Okay, 4-hour chart, as I said before, and 12-hour chart. Let me show you something. Even for a 12-hour chart, the slope is in the ADX is positive. Even in 12-hour chart, someone is selling. So the momentum for selling is still on. So usually when you see the OBB testing for first time the MA55 in any time frame, you will see a rejection. Okay, so for me, this bounce, if you see a bounce to $43,000-$44,000, is gonna be a short. And honestly, I am thinking in that moment, maybe I'm gonna start thinking to open another short position. Okay. Now, let's talk about. Sorry. I think I finished my technical analysis. Sorry, maybe it was very extended, but I think it's very important. I had to explain this. The macro area I am looking for Bitcoin, I'm gonna be bullish again, is in some point Bitcoin can take again $47,000, $48,000 again and close there, about there, something like this in the retest. Yes, this is gonna be the bullish scenario. Okay, so I'm gonna continue with the altcoins. Okay, if you want to know my opinion about altcoins, please let me know. Okay, so because I'm thinking Bitcoin is gonna play a bounce, maybe some coins they will have a good setup for 4-hour. I am not trading altcoins. I'm very, very honest. I am not trading altcoins. I am not interested in altcoins right now. Maybe in another 2 or 3 months. Okay, I'm gonna start with, as usual, with Cardano, because Cardano is doing something very, very interesting. Cardano is, well, we have the confirmation, bear market. This is the rejection I am looking for Bitcoin. Cardano broke the MA55, tested the MA55, and now got rejected. This is the beginning of bear market for Cardano. Yeah, so the game over for all the Cardano lovers. Any close below $0.10, $1.10 like this weekend, you will see what is a real bear market. This shitcoin is gonna crash all the way down in some point to $0.10. Yeah, maybe you don't believe me, but I don't need to explain myself. You can do your own back testing and you can see how altcoins they will drop in a real bear market, from 1.38 all the way down to 0.01. Okay, so careful with Cardano and other coins with this setup. Okay, so I'm gonna continue. Ethereum. No problem. One moment. Let me finish with Ethereum, and after that, I'm gonna check that coins. Okay, MA55 tested now 2,800, my target hit actually. I'm very happy to see it. I am not trading this coin. As you can see here, is testing the zero line. In the next close, looks like the ADX is gonna get positive. So this is bad for the price. Why? Because if you see the ADX getting positive in this area, there is a very high probability in this month, in some point, we will see the break, and maybe the next level is going to be around $2,000. That is going to be the lowest point, and from there, I am expecting actually a big bounce, something like this, something similar like Bitcoin. Okay, so as I said, as an investor, of course not. This is not something like I want to buy as an investor. Let's check the 1-day chart if I can see something interesting. Oh, no, bad news for Ethereum. We don't have bullish divergences. No, the momentum is to the upside, exactly like Bitcoin. So, do you want to play the bounce? Maximum is gonna be around, let me see, 3,300. Maybe 4-hour chart will tell us better. Yes, around 3,400 maximum, but for me it's risky. For me it's very risky actually. No, actually Ethereum is very weak, because even now, as you can see here, Ethereum is getting rejected by 4-hour chart, and the squeeze momentum indicator is testing the zero line. So what does that mean? In the next sell signal, this coin is gonna keep dropping. This is just a test to MA21, this case, to keep falling. Okay, so okay, let's continue with other coins. When I say shitcoin, sorry. let me explain. When I say shitcoin, is because for me, all the altcoins in general, they have this, how can I say this, dependency of Bitcoin. Okay, they are not independent. I mean, all the top 20, 10, top 20 altcoins, they are following Bitcoin in some point. We have this correlation. That's why we have Bitcoin dominance. So if Bitcoin is in uptrend, there is a very high probability you will see your top 10 altcoin in uptrend. But if you see Bitcoin in downtrend, you will see your favorite Bitcoin altcoin in downtrend and multiply by 3 or 4, because actually altcoins, they have this leverage. Okay, so if you see, for example, Bitcoin crash in 10%, you will see maybe 20% or 30% crash in altcoins. So imagine you are using leverage positions with altcoins, you will get wrecked very easy. Okay, now let's continue with let me see, link. What is link? Okay, link. Let me see. You didn't specify the time frame. I think maybe 4-hour chart. Maybe 4-hour chart. Let me see 1-day chart if I can tell you something. Okay, this is very easy. Link is very easy. This is here is where you cash out here. Okay, well, in my case, right, I will never buy here. Okay, all the people who bought here in this buy signal around here with this bullish divergence around here, this area, here I will just cash out. Why? Because this is the area of supply. As you can see here, this is the big resistance of link. So the only way to buy this is, well, I'm not saying this is gonna crash, of course not, because ADX is positive and also is looking great, it's looking good. I will say, okay, sideways, and from there, if you see the negative slope again and the buy signal here, and this coin is still in here, well, we will see other tests to maybe higher prices. But as a trader, I will never buy again here. I will just sell. 4-hour chart, let me see. Get out. It's very easy. We have better divergences here, as you can see here. Better divergences in this point. So at least I am expecting another test to maybe 25 or 24 in 4-hour chart. And of course, after that, if this is holding, is to keep going to the upside. In 4-hour chart. In 1-day chart, this is the area to sell. Okay, let me see the other coins. FTM. 4-hour chart. Okay, was just a bounce to keep falling. In 4-hour chart, it's very easy to see. Here, bounce, 4-hour chart, and from there, keep falling. Maybe a range here, but this is the area you want to sell from $2.19 to $0.30. 1-day chart. 1-day chart is holding the MA55, is holding this area. Actually, it's not looking that bad. Actually, it's not that bad, this area. As long as this area is holding, let me see. You have to wait maybe all this week. All this week in the next buy signal. And OBB is looking great. Actually, it's not very strong, but it's getting some momentum actually in OBB. So I will say this is not following Bitcoin Phantom. Actually, other test maybe $3, $2.95 around there. Of course, you have to wait maybe a couple days. Let me see. The next one is Atom. What is Atom? Atom. Well, I don't have enough data here in 1-day chart, but let me see. 37, 38. Let me see 4-hour. Okay. This is to the upside. Of course, in 4-hour chart, other test you are in a range here. This is a range. Here is around 42, 41, 42, this is the area I will start. In my case, right? If I have to trade this, I will start cashing out here. Yeah, actually, I don't have a strong opinion of this just in 4-hour chart. Let me see. Let me see if I can find more data. Let me see. One moment. USDT. USDT. Okay, I think yeah. Sorry, I was watching the perpetual. Yeah, I have more data here. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, same thing. 42, 41 around there in 4-hour chart. 1-day chart, yeah, it's a range. As long as above 36, just other test to maybe the previous high, 42, 43. But in 1-day chart, this is the area I will start looking for cashing out. Here, and this area, and that's it. It's risky, this trading 4-hour chart, of course. Let me see the weekly, maybe, if I can see something interesting here. Okay, this is very different. This is something like you must think you are. I don't know, for some reason this coin is not following Bitcoin, and we have buy signaling weekly chart here. This is the moment when, okay, here you are bullish on Atom. All this area between $30 to 38, this is to the upside. Simple. Okay. This is not following Bitcoin. Impressive. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not going to trade this. I'm not trading altcoins because my personal rule is if I see Bitcoin in downtrend, I will not trade altcoins. Why? Because risk management. Okay, so let me check Atom. Okay, near. Let me see near. Okay, weekly chart is strong, very strong. I would say maybe 1-day chart is good. Yes, actually, yes. This is a range. And I think in this area from 13 to 16, around there, in a swing position there, when you see if this coin is testing the zero line and it's not crashing, well, it's not following Bitcoin. Actually, it's looking great. It's looking good. We'll see other high. Yeah, actually, yes. And also we are, but be careful because this new pump here will form a better divergence in OBB, and from there we will see other reaction. Okay, careful with this, but it's looking good. Actually, I like it. Okay, let me see Rose. 1-day chart. Oh wow, guys, you are giving me very good coins. They are not following Bitcoin. Very good. Zero line, yeah, this is to the upside in 1-day chart. At least other test to 0.46. Let me see weekly chart. This is accumulation. In weekly basis. Yeah, I mean, in some point, this is to the upside. It's not following Bitcoin. Very good. Cardano. Oh my God. I mean, Cardano, for me, in my personal opinion, is a very easy target. Why? Because I know many people that were super bullish in this coin, and they are staking this coin, and there are many newbies up there. They are holding this coin. I am not saying it's a bad project, but one of the reasons I see Cardano in a technically bear market in weekly chart is because, well, there are many people holding at $3, right? And market makers, they know that. Okay, let's see. Let me see. FTM Matic. Okay, FTM, I did it. Phantom is good, actually. I like it in 1 day and weekly basis. Okay, Matic. Let me see. Matic. The trend is your friend. MA21 respected again. Let me see if I see something here interesting. No. This is the moment. I mean, in my personal opinion, okay. This is the moment when I'm gonna start just cashing out. I don't care if Mati is gonna do a new high. I don't care. Following my system, this is the moment when I am going to start just cashing out. Of course, if I buy around here $1, this is the moment I'm gonna start cashing out. Why? Because in OBB we have better divergences here, potentially, yes. And also we have sell signal, range or sell signal in weekly chart. So this is the moment in weekly basis I'm going to start cashing out. Now, in 1-day chart is different, a little bit different. Let me show you. The only way to trade this, let me see. This is not following Bitcoin again. No. It's holding here. In the next buy signal in the squeeze, this is gonna be a bear trap. And at least other test to the upside. Maybe 2.50, around there. But be careful with this. This is not a short. The trend is your friend. Every time when this hold is testing the MA100, it's bouncing. Okay, so Matic is good. I mean, in 1 day chart, maybe in just maximum 1 week. But weekly chart, maybe this bounce is gonna be just the exit for many people. Okay, let me see. Cardano, blah, blah, blah. Matic. Okay, link 4 hour. I think I did it. I cannot remember. Let me see link again. I cannot remember. Link. What is link? Link. Link 4 hour chart. Ah, yeah, I remember. We have various divergences here in squeeze. Various divergence in OBB, of course. So I'm expecting not to leg down to 25 area. But be careful with this because you are in the resistance in 1 day chart. Okay, careful with this because you want to trade this. Your probabilities to make money are less. Why? Because in 1 day chart you are testing the resistance. So in 1 day basis, I am expecting order leg down to 23 around there, and from there you will see if this coin is gonna bounce again. Okay. Yes, I check Atom USDT. Yes, I did it. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about other coins. BNB. Let me check BNB because BNB reached my target actually. Where is BNB? Oh, okay, never mind. BNB USDT. Okay, perfect. Well, the first target was around 130, around there, and the second target is 355. Let me see if I see something different. Nope, same as Bitcoin. Okay, so still my target is still there. Is 350. That is my target, and from there I'm expecting actually a bounce from there. Let me see the weekly chart. Yeah, 350, 370, 60 around there because MA55 is there. Okay. Let me see other one. Please, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Link Mana. Yeah, Mana. Someone asked me about Mana last week. You see, someone was bullish with Mana, and I said, hey, be careful with this because when you see this signal, you will see or range or falling, and now it's testing the MA21. But following my own system, as I said many times, is gonna test maybe 1.60 around there in the long term. Okay, so in 1 day chart, of course, we can see maybe a bounce from here. Let me see. If you are bullish with Mana, we have something. Well, actually, no. Yes, actually, yes. We have bullish divergence in 1 day chart here. So in the moment when you see the ADX getting positive, negative, actually right now, this area is for buying, you are buying this area from here to here. It's just $1 trade. That's it. It's the only thing. So from here, I am expecting other rejection. You want to enter in long position here. Of course, as I said, I am not trading altcoins right now. Okay, so I think that's it. We have just 5 minutes left. If you have any suggestions or questions, just please let me know in the comments. Let me show you about because I can see some people they are talking about Cardano. Okay. I am not fundamental trader. I am technical trader. So let me show you something. In monthly, we have sell signal for Cardano. Okay, I said this long time ago. If you're new in this live stream, I call this, I think in October or something. I cannot remember. If someone remember, please write in the comments. I cannot remember when. Around here, when Cardano was at 2.50, around there. And I said, hey, careful, because we have monthly and weekly charts like this. Okay, so as you can see here, Cardano is testing the MA21 in monthly, right? The problem with this is the ADX is getting negative, so that means all the move you saw here for more than 1 year finally is finished. All the momentum is gone this month. So any close weekly chart, maybe this weekend, below 1.10, yeah, technically speaking, you will see a major crash with Cardano all the way down to 0.40. Why 0.40 is simple. When you see the big candles like this one, for example, all the MN guys, million token, when you see this green candle like this, so big, so powerful, right? Is because there is no resistance here. You see, as you can see, the transactions are nothing. So that means if this level breaks, because there is nothing here to protect the price, you will see a massive leg to the downside around 40, around here. But the major area is gonna be around 0.10, yeah, in the long term. Okay, so if you are bullish in Cardano, you must watch this level, $1.10. Yeah, makes sense as investor thinking to buy here. Yes, technically yes, $1 is the area. But if I will be you, I will set a stop. For example, if I buy here right now, I was okay, I'm gonna lose maybe 20%. It's a lot, right? But it's better losing 10 or 15% than, well, potentially 70, 80. And as I said, maybe for you, if you are new in the markets, it's very hard to believe, but please do your own research and see what happened here and what happened here. If you are thinking, how can I say this? There are many influencers, many YouTubers in this year, especially this year, they are calling the buy the dip. They are saying this is the dip. I don't know how they do it, how they are doing that, but I mean, of course they have a very good system, because I don't see the bottom. I mean, like, this is not the bottom for me. Weekly chart, of course, yes, we have a buy signal here for Cardano. The problem with this buy signal is we have the monthly we have the sell signal. So you see, so in order of priority, who is more important? Monthly chart. So for weekly basis, makes sense to start accumulating here Cardano? Yes, of course, yes. But with a stop loss, I will say. For example, here, as you can see here, this is the biggest area of volume of Cardano. There is nothing here. So any close below this level, well, you will see something like this. And that is your good project. And as I said, I am saying it's a bad project. The only thing I am saying is not the right moment to buy. I mean, in my personal, following my technicals, same as Axe Infinite. Yeah, many people were bullish, and look at this. After 3 months, I said, hey, careful again, careful with Axe Infinite. Remember, I said in November, hey, careful with this, because you see this. Well, I said my projection is around here, around 50. I can see there are some people from group. I am doing exactly the same thing for what I did with with other coins. For example, Axe Infinite. Hey, careful with this, using just price action, because I don't have more technicals here. The next base is gonna be around 50, and as you can see here, now it's 70. In the next 2 months, maybe around there, we will see something like this and a bounce, because this is the area of demand. This area, as you can see here. But in a real bear market, don't get surprised if we see this coin dropping all the way down to $7. I'm not saying this is garbage coin, but bear market, I like that. And let me tell you something. Axe Infinite, Solana, they born in a bull market, right? They born in 2020 in a bull market, but we don't know the performance of this kind of assets or coins in a bear market. Okay, if they can survive the bear market, maybe, yeah, of course, they are very good projects. But let's see. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. One thing, by the end of this month, I'm gonna launch the official website of my my group, and also I'm gonna launch 3 training programs for trading: the basic level, medium, and professional, well, advanced level. Okay, so please, if you wanna get for free the basic course or basic program, the only thing you have to do is join to the Discord channel and just be active. Be active, and after that you will get for free the basic level of my trading system. So yeah, well, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your support, and